White Hope, which James Earl Jones started, and I said, this is a fascinating story. Ever since I was a kid, when I watched movies, and when I found out that this was based on a real individual, I would go to the encyclopedia and read up and say, oh my God, this is a real person. So I got all involved in the curiosity about this person, and I found out that he was his own man, even though he was vilified because he was black and was the African-American heavyweight champion of the world. He dated white women, he drove fast cars. There's a funny story, he was driving through a small community in, I think it was in Texas, or North Carolina, and he was going very fast. The cop pulled him over and said, he goes, it's a $50 speeding ticket. So he pulls out a wad, a roll of bills, and pulls off and goes, all I have is 100. He goes, well, I don't have any change. He goes, that's fine, I'm coming back the same way I came. And you sit there and say, you're black, you're in the middle of the Jim Crow era, and you're acting like that, with that attitude, you could be slung up and tied up to a tree and hung on the spot, and it didn't happen. Wow. So it's that kind of a dynamic that he was his own man, he spoke 5 languages, his parents were ex-slaves, and everything about him just made him just one of the ultimate underdog.
Look at these guys.
And these are all from him, from like 100 years ago.
That's impressive.
And then there's
what
this.
What is this little pointy one? Oh, I see, it's a leg.
Sorry. this is blocking it. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a diehard collector.
What was his nickname? Did he have like
he was called the tar baby. No, that was McVeigh, Sam McVeigh. Not the fighting tar baby. What was his? Little Arthur. Little Arthur was his nickname. As a matter of fact, that's an old piece that's supposedly him in effigy and next to the outhouse where the guy was taking a dump. And these are 3 of his bottles of liniment that he was one of the first sports promoters. I mean, correction, he was endorsing things. So as a sports endorsement, these were his liniment bottles that were manufactured with his name on it. Oh, and here's something interesting. This was written by him. Uneasy is the head that wears the crown. Yours truly, Champion Jack Johnson. For a man to be so articulate, and in this day and age, and being black, and a fighter, it's almost unheard of.
That's amazing.
And I've got 6 of his autographs, including the autograph on the boxing glove. Yeah, I'm a sick collector of Jack. I love Jack.